Hello and welcome to this training. Today we'll be setting up our ads in the Facebook Ads Manager. So if you have all the assets ready, if you did your pixels, your ad copy, your ad images and videos, you should be good to go. So we're gonna go into our Facebook Ads Manager and we're gonna start building the campaigns. And in this tutorial, I'm usually gonna show you how I build my campaigns. We're gonna set 2 campaigns today. We're gonna set 1 campaign targeting cold audiences and 1 campaign targeting warm audiences. And when people mention warm audience targeting, there is a term called remarketing. What remarketing means is showing ads to people who already visited your website, who engage with your business, who like and follow you on social media, and so on. So when you hear remarketing, this is it. Okay, so let's start. This is the overall campaign structure on Facebook. So you have a campaign, and on campaign level, usually we set the objective. Here we say if our ads should be optimized for sales, leads, booking calls, etc., etc. Then we have ad sets. On ad set level, we usually target the audience. We select where our ads are going to show. We can choose between Instagram feed, Facebook feed, Instagram stories, Instagram reels. We have quite a large variety of placement options. And then here we set the budget and the schedule. We say how much we want to spend per day or for a particular period of time. And then we say for how long we want to run our ads. And on ad level, we usually set the format, the media. Here we choose video or image. Here we set our ad copy, our ad headlines. And it's quite simple, so I'm just gonna show you how I usually set up my ads. Now let's go into the Facebook Ads Manager and set up our very first campaign. So in order to access the Ads Manager, you can go to this domain, adsmanager.facebook.com/adsmanager/manage/accounts. Make sure that from the right, you've selected your business manager, and from the account overview, you've selected your ad account. So as you can see, you're gonna end up on menu that looks like this. Here, the very first step will be account overview, and here it's gonna say that your recent activity. I don't come here often, so I don't really care about this. And if you click on campaigns, this will be the place where you set your Facebook ads. So here you can see we have campaigns, we have ad sets, and we have ads. And here from the menu, from the drop-down menu where it says this month, you can choose to preview the time frame. And here you can select and you can check how your ads are performing based on specific time frames. So from the left, you can again go to audiences. We talked about audiences in our last training. So if you wanna go to audiences and create some audiences, you can access from here. Ads reporting. Here you can create reports based on your ads, but I rarely use this. Also very, very important, billing. So make sure you go to billing here and set your credit and debit card. It's pretty straightforward. Ad account settings, we did this earlier. And if you click All Tools, you can go back to the menu before. So pretty much this is it. And again, if you are on All Tools, from here, you can select the Ads Manager. And this is a way to navigate to the Ads Manager. So if I click, I'll come back again here. And if I hover my mouse to the left dashboard, I'll be able to see. So as you can see, the Facebook Business Manager has three tabs: campaign, ad sets, and ads. And for us to create an ad, we need to go to create. So if you click create, you're gonna see that there's gonna be some objectives, right? So we can select a campaign objective optimized for sales, for leads, for engagement. And here, if you hover your mouse on the objective, you'll be able to see what are the objectives. So on the leads campaign, Facebook says that we can collect leads for your business or brand. On the sales campaign, we say that this campaign is good for conversions, catalog sales, etc., etc. Another objective, this is the engagement. So if you want to run an ad optimized for video views, post engagement, page likes, this is something you can do as well. App promotion, this objective is optimized for people who are promoting mobile apps, and they're aiming for Android or iOS installs, so I never use this. Traffic, here you can optimize your ads for link clicks, landing page views, and again, awareness, you can optimize your ads to reach people, and you can drive awareness. Two of the most common ones I use are the sales and the leads, right? So those are the two most common I use. To be honest with you, I never run ads for ad promotion. I rarely run any ads for traffic, awareness, or engagement. So 95% of my campaigns were optimized about sales. So here, Facebook gives you the opportunity to find your objective. So if you're not sure if you're running a campaign optimized for leads or sales, for example, if you want to book calls, you can click find objective. And from here, you have the drop-down menu and you can select. In this case, I'm going to click conversions. And here, it's just going to guide me through, but I rarely use it. So I'm going to run a campaign optimized for leads. I'm going to click next. Here, I'm just going to give my campaign a name. So usually I'm going to name my campaign leads done for you funnel. And this will be a code campaign. So I'm going to name this campaign code. In one campaign, you can create multiple ad sets. And in one ad set, you can create multiple ads. And we're going to discover this in a minute. So if you can see this window, I have the campaign name. I have special ad categories. If you're not running ads related to credit, employment, or housing, or any social issues, you just need to leave it like this. Action type, you can select the way it is. Campaign objective, it's set to leads, but you can change it to sales or whatever you feel like. So here I'm just gonna do either leads or sales, but pretty much it's gonna do the same thing. A/B test. So here we're not doing A/B test. I never done A/B tests. Actually, I've done A/B tests, but this is something quite advanced, so we won't cover this in this training. And here we have Advantage budget, Advantage campaign budget. If you select this on, you need to set the budget for the whole campaign here. So this will be the whole campaign budget. But for this training, we're gonna leave it off. And we're gonna find out the difference between campaign budget versus ad set budget. So a lot of marketers call this, when this is on, ABO budget. And so if I set it to $20, my whole campaign will spend an average of $20 per day and no more than $140 per calendar week. So when you set the budget, make sure you read here. If I wanna change the budget to lifetime budget, I can do it from this drop down menu, and this will be a lifetime budget of $400, but I usually work with daily budget. Now let's turn this off, and I'm gonna click next. Here, ad set. We just need to give this ad set a name. So I'm gonna name this ad set a little bit later on. So here I'm optimizing this campaign for leads. So I'm gonna say generate leads through your website. But if you wanna do sales, it's gonna say generate sales through your website. So here I'm gonna say maximize number of conversion. I'm gonna select my pixel. So if you set up the pixel and the conversion API, this is the way you should see it. And here from the conversion event, I'm gonna select either submit application, either lead. So it's the same for me for this type of funnel. So I'm gonna select submit application. Cost per go, we're just gonna leave this empty because it is something more advanced, and we will cover this later on. Daily budget, I'm gonna set the daily budget to $20. Start date, if I leave it like this, my ad will start running immediately. If I wanna send an end date, I'm just gonna add it here. So I usually don't do start and end date, but for this type of training, I'm just gonna leave it like this. So here my ad set will spend $20 per day or $140 per calendar week. And when running ads, make sure you double check your budget because you might spend a lot of money. So make sure. Custom audiences. Here, if I target a lookalike audience, so I'm gonna target a lookalike audience of 1% of people who submitted the application. So usually this audience is around 2.8 million, should be around 2.8 million, but I just created this audience, so it's still populating. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. Location, here it's United States. So on location targeting, I'm gonna add United States as a country. United States here. So as you can see, the audience size is between 1.9 million to 2.2 million because it's a lookalike audience. It's a similar audience to people who triggered submit application event. And the way I'm gonna name this ad set is submit lookalike audience 1% submit application. Okay, so I'm gonna scroll all the way down. I'm gonna set the ad to start tomorrow, let's say, and I'm gonna set it to end on the 31st of July at midnight. Okay, here I'm just targeting this lookalike audience, and if you target lookalike audience, that's the way to do it. Here you have the age, the gender, the detailed targeting. I'm gonna leave it empty for now, but in the next ad set, we're just gonna play around with this. So pretty much I'm targeting people who are similar to the people who submitted application. So this type of setup was very profitable for me during the years, and this is something I still use even today, and it works very, very well for me. Usually when you set your ads, Facebook will give you estimated daily results. Those are not accurate, so don't pay attention to those. Languages, here it will depend on your business. I usually do English all. And here placements, I usually do manual placements. And here I can select where my ads to run. So here, if I can choose my ads only to run on the Facebook feed, right? So if I turn everything off, my ads will run only on the Facebook feed, Instagram feed, Facebook Marketplace, Facebook video feed, Facebook right column, Facebook Explorer, etc., etc. I can place my ads to run on stories and reels. So here, if you hover your mouse, you're gonna see how your ads will look like. Then you can do in-stream ads for videos and reels. I usually turn this off. Search results, you can keep it on. And apps and site, I usually turn this off. So this is how I usually run most of my ads. But recently I'm getting some decent results with Advantage placement. Advantage Plus placements will use all the placements, and Facebook will decide where to allocate your ad budget so you get the most out of your ads. But for now, let's leave it like this. If you're running code campaigns, and if I'm running code campaigns, this is how I usually set it up. So let's leave it like this. And pretty much those are the placements. It's nothing way too complicated. For you, some placements will make sense, some other placements won't make sense. So if you have a great Facebook reel or Instagram reel, you can run it only to the Reels feed and you can turn off everything else. But this is how I start 80% of my ads. Now I'm gonna click next, and here I just need to select my Instagram profile. And here I'm just gonna give my ad a name. So I'm gonna say ad number 1. Here I have my Facebook page, my Instagram account. Here I'm gonna say create ad, but you can also use existing post. You can use Creative Hub Mockup, although I never use this one. So on the format, you can select single image or video. We can do carousel. We can do collection, but in this case, we're just gonna do single image or video, but feel free also to try creating carousel. So here where it says add image, I'm gonna select add image. I'm gonna select upload. I'm gonna go to the folder where are my Facebook images and videos, and I'm gonna actually open all the videos. Facebook will upload all the videos, all the images here. And so I'm gonna select the image that I wanna run, and I'm gonna go with ad number 6. I'm gonna click next. Here, I'm gonna choose the ratio. For me, this looks good. So maybe just move it a little bit up. So on optimize, I usually turn off all the optimizations, because if I leave them on, Facebook will turn my images into something I don't want. So I turn off everything. For example, if I select music, Facebook will automatically add music to my video. And Facebook might add headlines and just do things with my images. But for now, I'm just gonna turn off all the optimization, and I'm gonna click done. And as you can see on the right, here is how my image will look like on different placements. So if you click around, you'll be able to see how it will look on the Instagram Explorer, on the Facebook feed. And usually the placements that I care the most are the feed, Facebook, Instagram feed, the stories and the reels. Those placements convert the best in my experience. So the next thing I'm gonna do, I'll start adding the text. So here I made you create some images, some ad copy for Facebook ads. So I'm gonna go in my document and I'm just gonna copy and paste the text. So I'm gonna do copy, and I'm gonna do primary text paste, and on the right, I'll be able to see how it populates. So this is how it's gonna look on Facebook feeds, on Instagram feed. It's gonna be too long, so it won't run. This particularly won't run on Instagram, or if it runs Instagram, we will shorten the characters. The next thing I'm gonna do headline. So I'm gonna go to the document, and I'm gonna copy my first headline, and I'm gonna paste it. And then on description, I usually run the same image, the same description, and I'm gonna say the description doesn't really matter because it's gonna appear only on desktop. So here, if I change it to maybe if I click on edit, I can preview the desktop feed. So it's gonna take a little while to load. And yeah, so this is how it's gonna look on desktop. So I'm gonna close it. Here I'm not sure why the ad preview is not populating, but I should be able to see the headline here. So let me refresh it. No, not yet. Also, something super important, you just need to add your final destination URL here. So as you can see, the ad is updated. The call to action button, you can change it. You can do sign up, you can do order now, you can do learn more. So I like learn more the most because it's not that aggressive, it's not that markety. You can also do sign up. So here it makes sense for us to do sign up or apply now, but I won't change it. So before running your ads, make sure you click preview URL and make sure you're sending the traffic to the right URL, because people will see this ad, and once they click, they'll go to this URL. And also double check that the URL in your ad copy is the right one. So I usually like adding the link, the call to action link in my ad copy and also under website URL. And so I'm gonna click publish, and I'll have the very first ad ready. And this is how I created my very first ad on Facebook. So if I close this, you can see that I've set up the ad. So if I open this campaign, I need to click on the campaign. We're gonna see that I have the ad said lookalike USA submit application 180 days. And if I click on the ad set, I'm gonna see my ad. So the way I do it, I usually run 3 to 4 ads. So I won't start from scratch here. I'm just gonna click on duplicate. I'm gonna select original campaign, and you can see that I'm making a copy of the ad. And in order for me to do it, to edit it, I just need to change the image, the ad, the title. The title of the ad within the business manager, so people won't see the ad name. This is just for you. And so I'm gonna run my second ad. So my second ad is much shorter. So if I click copy, I'm just gonna paste the text. Then I'm gonna scroll down. I'm gonna copy the headline. I'm gonna paste it. And here, the description, I'm just gonna leave the same. But for this ad, I'm gonna change the image to video. So here, I'm gonna remove the media from add media. I'm gonna select add video. I'm gonna click on add video. I'm gonna click upload and I'm gonna select some of my video ads. So for this one, I'm just gonna do this. It's gonna take a while for the system to upload my video. So I just need to wait. I just need to be patient depending on how big your video is. But pretty much this is how you add a video ad. So I'm just gonna wait. It's gonna take a while. Actually, I already uploaded this video, I think. So I'm gonna select the video. I'm gonna click next. Here I have a editor within the Facebook Ads Manager. So I can edit the text. I mean the video. I could make it shorter, longer. For this particular example, I'm gonna keep it the way it is. So here, should I crop it? I think I'm just gonna run the original everywhere. So it's 1 minute and 39 seconds. I'm gonna click next. The optimization, I'm just gonna keep all the optimizations off. And this is how my video will look on different placements. I'm gonna click done. And pretty much ad number 2 is good to go. So the button, I'm just gonna keep it learn more. I'm gonna double check the preview URL and I'm gonna click publish. So if I close this, I'm gonna go back to the ads manager. I'm gonna refresh it. And here the delivery is gonna say scheduled if you're scheduling this campaign in the future. But if you're just setting this campaign up, it might say under review. That means Facebook is reviewing your ad. If your ad is already approved, it should say active. If it say active here, that means your ads are running. So again, I'm gonna repeat the same process. I'm gonna duplicate again ad number 1. I'm gonna select original campaign, duplicate. This will be ad number 3. And here I'm gonna go to the document. I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna paste. I'm gonna grab the headline. So here, again, and I'm gonna change the image. I'm gonna do add video. And for this type of tutorial, I'm gonna do an ad that is created to run on Instagram Reels. So this ad is optimized as a vertical video. So I'm just gonna click next, crop, original. So here I'm gonna do original everywhere. And I'm just gonna click next, optimizations. I'm just gonna keep them off. This is how my ad will look on different mobiles, on different placements, I mean. If I click around, this is how it's gonna look on Instagram story. And I'm just gonna click done. And pretty much I have 3 ads created. And now let's do ad number 4. So I'm gonna click duplicate, original campaign, ad number 4. Here, I'm gonna go to the document, I'm gonna click copy, I'm gonna paste and I'm gonna change the headline. So here, I'm gonna paste it. And instead, so I have, instead of a video, I'm just gonna run a simple image. I'm gonna click add image and I'm gonna choose this one. I'm gonna click next, crop, just gonna crop it 16 by 9. Just gonna crop it so it fits the screen. I'm gonna do next, optimization, keep them off, done, publish. Right now, I have one campaign targeting one cold audience, and this ad set targeting the cold audience consists of 4 ads, right? So one cold campaign targeting one ad set, and within this ad set I have 4 ads. See how I'm selecting the campaign that I want to open, and then if I'm gonna go to ads, I'm just selecting this ad set. Again, with the Facebook Business Manager, you can select multiple campaigns, and if you go to the ad set level, you're gonna see multiple ad sets. And if you go on ads, and if you select all the ad sets, see how it changes from, something happened. So I'm gonna go back to campaigns. So here, if I select multiple campaigns, see how it says 4 campaigns selected. And here it says ads for 5 campaigns. So be very aware that you're selecting just the campaign you want to work on, because it could be quite confusing. So here I'm gonna open the campaign. I am seeing the ad sets for one campaign, and here if I mark the campaign, I'm gonna seeing the ads for just this selected ad set. And if I want to open the ad set, I can click on the ad set, or I can just go to the tabs, but I want to make sure this is selected here. So this is the code campaign. The way I do it usually, I target, so this will depend on your budget, but I usually target in my code campaigns a few lookalike audiences and some interests. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna duplicate this ad set, and here I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna target based on interests. So right now I'm gonna change the name of the ad set later. I'm gonna scroll a little bit down where it says lookalike. I wanna turn this off, remove it from here, because I'm already targeting the lookalike in this ad set. This will be a different ad set. And here, from where it says detailed targeting, I'm gonna select people who are interested in, let's say, MailChimp. Here, if I select it, this audience is 4 to 5 million people. And here, I'm just gonna target people who are interested in MailChimp. And I'm gonna click publish. It's gonna take a little bit to load. So here I have 2 ad sets. One of them is targeting people interested in MailChimp. Another one is targeting the lookalike audiences. If I open the MailChimp, it's gonna have the same ads I already did for the lookalike USA 1%, because I'm duplicating the ad set. So the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna duplicate the MailChimp again. And instead of the interest MailChimp, I'm gonna target people interested in HubSpot. So I'm gonna remove. Here This audience is 5 to 6 million almost. I'm gonna copy it, the name, and I'm gonna publish it again. And so I think you got the idea. I usually run 5 to 10 code audiences. So I'm gonna duplicate it again, duplicate here. Instead of targeting people interested in HubSpot, if I click suggestions, I can target people who are interested in lead generation. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna select lead generation and I'm gonna paste lead generation here. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for the system to load. The next thing, I'm just gonna create another lookalike for you to see what are the mechanics behind it. So I'm just gonna click duplicate again. And instead of targeting lookalike of people who submitted application, I'm gonna targeting a lookalike. So from this drop down menu, I'm just gonna target people who are similar to the people who visited the website. I'm gonna copy the name of the audience and I'm gonna paste it. I wanna keep it extremely organized because if I have a lot of interests, a lot of lookalikes, I wanna know which one are performing the best. So here, once the ads start running, where it says results, I'm gonna see how much it costs per submitted application. And if I see that the lookalike USA is bringing me results, but the HubSpot and the lead generation are just spending money and not bringing me results, I'm gonna turn them off and I'll know what works. Naming your ad sets will give you a great idea of what works and what doesn't. So this is the code campaign. Usually this campaign will spend $100 per day because each ad set is with a total daily budget of 20, right? So this will spend $100 per day. So should you go lower than $20 per day per ad set? I wouldn't recommend it. You can try $10 per day if you are tight on budget, but here I suggest setting $20 to $50 per ad set in order to give the system enough budget so they optimize your ads. This is the code campaign. Usually what I do, I set a warm campaign or remarketing. So here I'm gonna create, I'm just gonna duplicate our existing campaign and I'm gonna say duplicate, and this will be our warm campaign, but this will be much simpler to set up because we already did the work. I'm gonna name it warm campaign. I'm gonna click on publish. So usually the warm campaign should be 20 to 40% from the budget of the code campaign. So a lot more people will see our code ads than our warm ads, because for us to run our remarketing campaign, we need an audience, and usually our warmer audience is much smaller than our coder audience. And for you, just to give you the representation here, in our code audience, in this specific case, we're targeting millions of people, but in my specific case, my website visitors are maybe 2 to 10,000 people per month. So the way I'm gonna do it, now I'm gonna go to the warm campaign, and here, because I duplicated the code campaign, I'm targeting the same audiences. So I'm gonna unselect all of them, and I'm just gonna delete some of the audiences. I'm gonna click delete, and here right now I have one lookalike audience. And in order for me to turn this campaign into from cold to warm, I just need to add a custom audience. So here I'm gonna do custom audiences from the drop down menu. I'm gonna run my ads to everybody who is on my email list. I'm gonna run my ads to everybody who triggered, actually to everybody who visited my website in the last 180 days. And here I can also add some other custom audiences, but here I'm also remarketing people who visited my services, right? And I'm gonna add another audience to everybody who visited my website. And I'm just gonna name this campaign warm campaign, email list plus website visitors plus people who visited my specific page. In this case, this is services, but make sure you add the page that is relevant to you. And for you, in order not to waste money, what you can do, you can say exclude, and you can exclude the people who already submitted your application, or people who already bought from you based on your event. And here I recommend you keep this off for your warm campaign. So usually I always keep this off because I'm getting better results. Some people wanna keep it on, but for my warm campaign, I always turn it off. So I'm just gonna click publish. And here I have my warm campaign, and this is my remarketing. So there are different ways to break down your remarketing. If your audience is small, I suggest you keep it simple. So if you click on edit, if you go back and if you click on edit, you'll be able to edit your remarketing. Let's say this remarketing doesn't work for me. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna reduce the custom audience duration from 180 to maybe, let's say, 80 days or 14 days. The smaller the time frame, the better it will convert. Here, feel free to exclude people who already completed the events, but that's not necessary. You can also leave it like this without, so it's all up to you. Reach people beyond your custom audiences when it's likely to improve performance. I never have this on. And I like to keep it off everywhere. So, okay, I'm gonna show you. So if I go back, I've already set up 2 campaigns, cold campaign and a warm campaign. So in the cold campaign, I'm targeting 2 lookalike audiences and 3 interests. Each ad set has a total daily budget of 20. And the total is 100. And usually if I go to my warm campaign, I just have 1 ad set with $20 per day. And this is the most basic remarketing setup. So here you can get very creative. You can have different ad sets targeting website visitors, email list, and so on. But I like to keep it more simple. Usually, most of my campaigns, I target people who visited the specific page plus the website visitors. and I think the time frame of around 60 to 45 days works the best. I also like adding the email list, just in case. And this is it. So per day for those two campaigns, if I select all of them, if I go to ad sets for two campaigns, if I select all the ad sets, and if I go on edit, if I select budget, so let me find budget, I'll be able to find the total budget. So daily total budget for all my campaigns that are set right now is 120. And from this menu, I can change it, but I'm just showing you for your information, because if you make one little mistake, instead of 20, you do 200, the Facebook will spend 200. So be extremely careful. And if your menu looks similar or I mean different, you can always change it from here. If you select performance, you can click app promotion, but I usually keep it on performance, and I have my custom settings here, and I'm gonna show you these settings in module number 5. So if you have the ads ready, my suggestion would be turn off the campaigns right now. And in module number 5, I'm just gonna show you how to allocate, how to set custom columns, so you're 100% sure you analyze the data the best way. But if you wanna turn the ads on, you can switch the toggle, and here is gonna say scheduled. If you scheduled your ads in for the future, if your ads are in review, it's gonna say in review. Usually when you submit an ad on Facebook takes up to 48 hours to approve your ad, so be patient. And if your ads are running, it's gonna say active. So here I urge you to double check how things look. Here it says processing. Also, very, very important, I'm gonna turn off the ads right now. Something extremely important, if you go to all tools, and in order for you to see if some of your ads are rejected, those will show in accounts quality. So here again, the status of your ads will say rejected, and also in accounts quality, you'll be able to see if some of your ads are rejected, or if you have some issues with your Facebook page, Instagram page, anything. So here, as you can see, my Meta Business account looks good. No ads rejected. My page is in a good condition. My pixels are working fine, and everything looks good. If I want to go back to the Ads Manager, I'm just going to click on the All Tools menu, and I'm going to select Ads Manager. And this is pretty much it. So how much should you spend on ads? This is a huge discussion. If you have a small budget, I'd say start with just remarketing, run remarketing for a few weeks, see how it goes, see if you're getting conversions. And if you're not getting conversions, maybe it's time for you to tweak your funnel, maybe improve your ad copy. Whenever your warm campaign works, you can start adding some cold ad sets. So a daily budget of between 50 per day to 100 per day would be decent for beginners. So start at 50, start at 100 per day, run the ads for at least 5-6 days, see how it goes, and then I'm gonna cover what to do if ads don't work in module number 5. This was the video for today. This was the video training for today. We covered the main objectives We covered the placements, we covered how to set up code and a warm campaign. And pretty much this is it. And I'm gonna see you in the next video training. Thank you for watching. I know for some of you it's gonna be somehow very technical, so make sure you rewatch this video again. And if you have any questions, please do let me know.